On Halloween night, October 31st, 2021, Josh from the YouTube channel Exploring with Josh, known worldwide for uncovering abandoned and haunted locations, returned to one of Massachusetts' most infamous sites, the S.K. Pierce Mansion. This time he wasn't alone. Alongside his friend Seth, he teamed up with paranormal creators Sam and Colby for a full investigation. Years earlier, Josh had filmed terrifying activity inside the mansion, pounding from the basement door, a spirit box repeating hell, and batteries draining for no reason. Now the group was back, determined to find out whether those earlier moments had a logical explanation, or if something far darker had been waiting for them to return.
We had that crazy stuff happen in the basement where they were banging on the doors. We thought there were little kids that were talking to us because they were like trapped in there or something.
No, we had a lot.
It was wild.
There was a lot going on. The banging happened. The spirit box was saying hell. The lights were flickering. So we had to come back here.
They were turning our lights off.
Yeah, they were draining our batteries. So I was like, no way. We got to take Sam and Colby here. We're coming back and we're going hard. We're going to go inside and see Team Marion. And let's start this investigation. Let's get
go.
it. Glad to see you because it's been a year. A whole year, and you got the cool dowsing rods right there, which changed the whole game last episode.
I do. Again this time?
Yeah, we're gonna do it again in the basement.
I'm good.
How's the house been since we left?
Anyway, hey guys, welcome to the SK Pierce. I know you guys have been here and you guys have not. Sylvester Knowlton Pierce, he owned the chair factory right across the street there.
Oh, wow.
He built this house for his wife, the love of his life, in 1875. Took him 2 years to build it, and she didn't get to enjoy it. She died 2 weeks after it was finished.
Oh man, what?
2 weeks after, upstairs.
Man.
Yeah, it's very sad.
Was she young?
She was like 30s and 40s.
That's very young, very young.
Probably, maybe 50, I'll say 50s, because they had a 25-year-old son. And then he waited the mourning period, and he married his second wife, Ellen, and she was only 2 years older than Frank. So it kind of didn't...
We got a pimp here.
He was trying to like...
Yeah.
30-year difference. And then they had 2 kids. They had Edward and Stuart. 9 people have definitely died in this house. There's 11 spirits in the house. Yeah.
But they're like recorded deaths.
What?
Here.
Really?
Yeah, they're recorded here.
Okay, gotcha.
Yes. Well, we've seen them too. Like, I have a picture of Ellen that I caught upstairs in Eno's room, the guy that burnt to death in 1963.
Oh, the combustion, right?
No, he liked his whiskey and he liked smoking. He fell asleep drinking. He was drunk.
He caught himself on
Caught
fire.
himself on fire. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Holy shit.
Inside the mansion, they were welcomed by Marion, who shared the home's grim history. Built in 1875 by Sylvester K. Pierce for his wife, the grand structure turned tragic when she died only 2 weeks after moving in. Over the decades, at least 9 deaths occurred inside those walls. Marion believed several spirits still lingered, including Eno, a heavy drinker who smoked in bed and died in a fire in 1963. Beneath the mansion, inside an old kiln, the remains of a 16-year-old girl were once discovered. Marion insisted none of the entities were evil, only restless, especially the spirits of children like Gordon, who drowned nearby, and Rachel, who died at just 2 years old. As the group explored floor by floor, activity surged. On the 3rd floor, their infrared light began to fail despite being fully charged. A red sensor activated, and the EVP recorder captured a faint, quiet no. Moments later, when asked if it disliked visitors, a second whisper replied, yes. Then, as they mentioned a child's name, a cat ball on a bed lit up instantly, as if responding.
Oh.
My God, it's dark.
What I want to try to do is, because remember how Marion's story someone got picked up and thrown down?
Yeah.
I'm thinking like maybe someone's like haunting the hallway. So maybe we should just stay here and put some REM pods down
Yeah, definitely.
and try to like set something up. So I got the music box here. I'm just gonna place it in the center. Don't actually no, I'm gonna place it like here. Yep, now watch. See?
That's how it works, guys.
And we'll do a cat ball here, a REM pod over here. And we'll just like, after we're set up, you know, like that's when.
Is there a spirit that haunts this hallway?
You heard that?
Are you the one that grabbed my foot the last time I was here?
Is there anybody who wants to talk to us tonight?
Oh my god.
It answered immediately. Yes.
Dude.
This guy's really dead. We were 5 feet away. There's no way.
Yeah, no way.
That
So
was not
something
us.
wants to talk to us tonight.
Right now. Yeah.
Something
Clear.
wants to talk.
All right. So maybe it caught something on the EVP. I'll just play this back right now.
There was some.
Was this something?
Like I said,
That
me.
was something, dude.
Me.
Sounds like that's me or me.
Yeah, I think it says me.
Whoa.
What was that? That was like, no. That was boom. That thing went off.
That thing went off.
Never heard something that clear before on there.
No.
And it wasn't that scratchy sound. It was like an actual voice.
Like a whisper.
I've never heard it that clear before, I don't
Yeah.
think. And the Shanley wasn't even that clear.
No, yeah, this is good here. And Marion said this place ain't evil, but I don't know. I'm just saying, down some thrown over the staircase, get people possessed, but yeah. No way. Yeah, and she's saying it's not evil.
I don't agree with that.
Dude, that was some creepy EVP so
I've
far.
never heard that so clear before.
Yeah, no, me neither.
We gotta do it again.
Yeah, let's do it again.
Maybe like, yeah, maybe one more EVP session.
One more EVP session.
Are you upset that we are here?
Do you not like when people come here?
No.
No or yes, one or the other.
That was an answer to yours.
Yeah, to my question.
Wait, what did it say? All right, let's go.
No.
Yes.
Clear. They don't like when people come here.
Is there a spirit here that died in his bed?
Can you make one of our devices go off?
You know, does this look familiar to you? Did you use a lighter like this to smoke and drink? And is this how you burn to death?
Eno, can you lay on this bed for us?
Midway, I was gonna ask another question, but it just went off.
Was that you? That just touched the device?
Dude, my heart's pounding. I did not expect that.
That's legit. Yo, Seth, put your lighter closer to it, like to the bed.
Yo, it's still going. He's still gone. He's still on. He's laying in the bed.
Far away. That's just literally right there.
He's laying in the bed. And dude, it went off crazy when you put the lighter closer to the bed.
Gross. Like, if this is a horror movie, oh my god.
Is that EVP thing still recording?
It is.
Yeah, it might.
What if he said something and then sat on the bed?
Hang on. Let's play it back.
Downstairs in Eno's old room, they set out items meant to provoke activity. A whiskey bottle, a lighter, and a REM pod placed neatly on the bed. When Josh asked, "Does this look familiar?" the EVP captured a clear yes, and the REM pod flashed twice before the room fell eerily silent, as if the energy had shifted. Finally, they made their way into the basement, a place Josh had once called the most haunted part of the mansion. Within seconds, the SLS camera detected a human-shaped figure standing halfway down the stairs. Using dowsing rods, they identified it as Dave, the former gardener, who apparently didn't want them there. A faint child's giggle drifted through the air, and the REM pod lit up in perfect rhythm with their questions. Twice, the recorder captured the chilling command, "Leave." Then, without warning, the camera shut off on its own, ending the session abruptly.
We all get down there.
You guys the stories?
Bro, this is like not a basement. It's like a cellar looking.
Are you ready? Chase is ready.
Oh, this is way creepier than the rest.
Yo, oh, already got something. Already got something. Already got something.
There's a person.
Yup.
There's a person over there.
Yup.
Stop.
It was something like right over here already, just starting it.
Thing already showed up.
Really?
Yeah.
Holy.
Oh my god.
Deja vu.
Yeah, like we were doing this. We literally were.
Do you remember us from last time?
Did you throw something at us? over in the corner, but did you throw something at us?
Says yes.
Oh my! I've never seen like dowsing rods like
What
that.
What did you throw? Did you throw a rock?
No.
No. Are we speaking with an adult? Are you a member of the Pierce family?
Yes, immediately. Oh
Wow.
my god! I've never
I
seen
feel
it
like
like
they're
this.
tugging. They're tugging.
Really?
Are you Sylvester Pierce?
Are you the gardener?
Dude, for real.
Yes.
Yes,
The gardener.
Oh, the gardener of this.
Gardener. Yep.
What do you know about the gardener? Do you know anything, Marion?
We just keep getting him down. Ask him if his name is your name Dave?
Oh my god. Are you okay with us being here?
Are you throwing the rocks at us?
What was
There was a little girl.
What was that?
Little girl.
Did you hear that?
It was a girl laugh.
Wait.
Oh, the REM pod on the stairs.
I think it's almost midnight. There's no way there's just a little girl hanging out right outside.
And that REM pod is still going off.
It's still going on.
Non-stop.
Hey, if there's a spirit right here, can you make the REM pod stop? 3, 2. Oh my god!
have to count
I didn't even
down.
have to count down. And it was like, yes, you didn't even have to count down. Okay, just for double confirmation, can you stop on the count of 3? 1, 2, 3.
It did
For
stop
1
for
second.
a second.
What the?
You-
Oh my god.
Guys, what is going on?
Dude, I'm telling you,
What is going on?
This basement is the most haunted part of the house.
Every device they brought, REM pods, EVP recorders, and the SLS system, responded with uncanny synchronicity, creating some of the most compelling evidence of intelligent communication the team had ever witnessed. Whether it was electromagnetic interference, lingering residual energy, or something genuinely paranormal, each floor of the mansion reacted as though it were alive. As Marion sprinkled holy water and the group prepared to exit, Josh suddenly felt a sharp burning sensation across his hand that lasted several seconds. Was it just adrenaline, or something reaching out one last time? If spirits truly roam the S.K. Pierce mansion, then that night may have been the clearest answer they've ever given. The explorer returned to Southway's footpath, a trail recently associated with a string of late-night muggings. Despite repeated warnings about how unsafe the area had become, he decided to walk the path after dark anyway. Not long into his trek, he froze. A hooded figure stood perfectly still in the pitch-black stretch of trail ahead, unmoving, silent, and impossible to read.
There's just a guy hanging up down here with his hood up. Don't really want to instigate trouble, so I put my camera down. Didn't want to, How strange. So we've literally just come down here out of a random night to see what's all about. And already we've come across a person that's stood down here with their hood up. There's glass all on the floor down here. We'll walk down to the park. I actually grew up down here. How it's become this bad, I don't know. Yeah, so there's the old orange light. Massive dark spot. If you look up there, it's like daylight, look. We've always had one guy looking at, look, he's just over there, look. What's he doing? There's a guy just stood there with his hood up at the bottom of the footpath. Look, you see him?
The figure didn't shift or speak. Not a single sound came from it. The explorer slowly lowered his camera, afraid that pointing it might provoke whoever or whatever was watching him. The tension was suffocating as he explained that he had come out on a random night just to see how dangerous the trail really was, only to immediately encounter someone standing dead still with their hood pulled low. The narrow path, overgrown with grass, was barely illuminated by an old orange street lamp that carved long, unsettling shadows across the park.
Look, the same guys are down here. Holy shit. Oh my god. He's down there. This shit. He seems to have disappeared. This is probably a stupid idea.
He mentioned he'd grown up near this area, but couldn't understand how it had transformed into something so unnerving. When he glanced back down the trail, the same motionless figure remained rooted in place. A cold wave of unease washed over him, and he turned back towards safety. But the next night, curiosity dragged him out again, determined to prove to himself that the figure had been real. To his shock, it stood there once more in the exact same spot, silent and unblinking. His fear spiked as he realized this wasn't coincidence. Then, without warning, the figure slipped into the darkness and disappeared. Convinced that whoever was lurking out there had dangerous intentions, he left immediately. This time he never returned to Southway's footpath, certain that whatever waited in those shadows was not something he ever wanted to encounter again. A TikTok user shared one of the most unsettling real-life scary stories he'd ever experienced. And it happened just steps outside his front door. One night, a small child appeared in his yard wearing a strange outfit, a long, furry skirt, a thick jacket, and an animal-style mask that hid their face. The child didn't move, didn't speak, just stood there in absolute silence. What made it even more disturbing was that this eerie visitor kept returning on different nights, always wrapped in the same unnatural stillness. Eventually, the man gathered the courage to approach, recording every second as he slowly walked closer and tried talking to the figure.
You okay? Hey, buddy. Hello? Seriously, man, you're kind of creeping me out. Where are your parents at? Hello?
But the child never reacted. Not a single word, not a flinch, nothing. It simply remained frozen, like a statue left in the wrong place. To this day, no one has ever figured out who the child was, why they came back repeatedly, or what they wanted. The encounter remains one of those creepy things caught in the woods-style mysteries, the kind that lingers in your mind long after the footage ends. Urban ghosts trekked deep into the wilderness to locate the long-lost Cessna 414 crash site. After hours of climbing through rugged terrain, they finally stood before the moss-covered wreckage, the quiet remains of a heartbreaking accident that happened on November 24th, 1983. Hidden beneath layers of forest growth, the twisted metal felt frozen in time, like the woods themselves had been guarding its secrets.
Just almost fell all the way down.
People have brought flowers out here and stuff. You almost fell all the way down? Yep. Be careful. How cool is this?
Cool. I feel it makes me sad though that people died.
Yeah. Well, yeah. It's definitely a sad situation, of course. It's insane how this would have come down. So the only thing they took were the engines. That's the only thing they felt was cost effective enough to salvage. Wow, it goes all the way down the hill. Whoa. This is so cool. Right here is where it all ended. For two unfortunate souls.
Oh, someone put flowers in there though, that's nice.
I know. It's very sweet of them. So basically these would have been where the engines were, and they salvaged them. Great for photography, right?
The twin-engine aircraft went down near Water Rock Knob, North Carolina, during a violent storm, claiming the lives of both the pilot and a single passenger. While the engines were recovered years later, the rest of the wreckage still lies scattered across the steep mountainside. Flowers placed by visitors now rest among the debris, turning the forgotten crash into a somber place of remembrance.
From a plane enthusiast standpoint, this is really neat, but also you do have to take into consideration that lives were lost here. This is a memorial at this point, you know.
Yeah.
And they were almost to their destination. That just goes to show you that you just never know. When your time comes, your time comes.
Right.
You know? That's why I harp on everyone to follow their passions and their dreams, is you just never know. You just never know.
No, don't waste your time, you know, being miserable because
Right.
there's so many opportunities.
You know? And I imagine these two gentlemen took off and on a normal day, and felt perfectly fine. And unfortunately, it did not end well. Their story ended here.
So sad.
It is. It is. You just never know.
The group stood in silence, struck by how fragile life truly is. The plane had been so close to safety, yet never made it. What was once a chaotic disaster zone has softened into a peaceful memorial, slowly swallowed by the surrounding forest. They attempted a brief, paranormal investigation, hoping to capture anything unusual. But the atmosphere grew so heavy and melancholic that they decided to stop, leaving the site in quiet respect. On October 19th, 2025, outdoor creator Mayela, best known for her peaceful solo wild camping videos, set out on a new adventure, this time with her father at her side. The plan was simple: one quiet night beside a misty river surrounded by nothing but silence and nature. But in remote places like this, calm can be deceiving. What started as a relaxing escape quickly shifted into a camping gone wrong situation as the wilderness turned unexpectedly hostile.
So we're on another wild camp, and today I'm with my dad. He's way over there. So I'm just trying to get to this spot. We have to find a different way to get to this spot because the river is just crazy. So we need to go up and then go down again. So it should be interesting. Down by the... Ooh, my dad. So we're here at this spot. Don't know if you can hear me right now. There isn't enough space for 2 tents. So me and dad are just going to share 1 tent and we're going to put the tarp up. So let's get going because we're tired.
The video begins with Mayela and her father trekking through soaked terrain, the roar of rushing water echoing louder with every step as they approach the rising river. She points out how dangerously strong the current had become, forcing them to climb upward and search for a safer route down. When they finally reached their chosen spot, the ground was too uneven for 2 tents, so they shared one beneath a tarp as fog drifted across the valley. The air grew thick and cold, the daylight fading fast. Hours later, the weather worsened. Rain hammered down, mud swallowed the earth beneath them, and the river continued to swell. Realizing the danger, they made the decision to abandon camp before things got worse.
Okay guys, so we made the hard decision that we're going to abandon camp because the river is rising so much and it's already like we're so damp here now, like more so than earlier. So we decided that it's just a no-go today and just go back. go home. It's a shame, but yeah.
The footage shows them scrambling to pack their drenched gear beneath a dim, stormy sky. By the time they reached their car, both were exhausted but unharmed. Inside, her father reminded her that no view is worth risking their safety. Later, they discovered a massive tree had collapsed near where they had camped. Undeniable proof that their choice to leave was the right one. Back in the car, Miela displayed the cuts and bruises they'd collected while fighting through the harsh terrain. She admitted the trip wasn't a success, but that's exactly why she posted it. Out here, not every adventure ends beautifully. Sometimes, simply making it out is the real victory in these terrifying wilderness encounters.
It's a shame that we had to abandon, but at the same time, it's understandable why we needed to. We really tried to push it as much as we can. We even put the tarp up, but it just wasn't happening. And I've got tons of cuts because I fell over so many times. To be honest with you, it's really nice here, but I don't think I'll come here when it's raining again.
Viewers praised their decision to retreat, while others pointed out the danger of camping so close to a rising river. Maybe it was just bad luck. Or maybe nature offered a quiet warning. They managed to escape before the flood reached their tent. But as the footage fades to gray, one haunting question remains. Did they leave because they chose to, or because the river had already made the decision for them? Sometimes the most unsettling, scary camping encounters don't come from strange shadows or eerie noises in the wilderness. Sometimes the real danger is another human being. Fan life YouTuber Alyssa Vanilla learned this the hard way. In October 2022, while camping alone in the quiet desert outside Tucson, she found herself face to face with a stranger who approached her out of nowhere and instantly set off every alarm bell in her mind.
Yes, I am.
Just kind of checking, making sure everybody's got enough water. And...
Oh, okay. Are you a ranger or?
No, I just live close.
An ATV rumbled up to her campsite, and the man riding it introduced himself as Johnny. He claimed he was just checking to make sure she had enough water, but Alyssa quickly noticed something strange. He wasn't carrying a single bottle. Then he casually invited her to come to his place to take a shower. At that moment, her instincts screamed that something about him was very wrong. He eventually rode off, but Alyssa had a sinking feeling this wasn't the last she'd see of him.
Hi.
Hey,
Hi.
so you have a guy
Uh-huh.
on the mountain up there that is watching you with binoculars.
Okay, well, that's unnerving. Well, I guess I won't be staying.
Well, it's not that you can't stay. Just, I'll be honest with you.
Yeah.
The other side of the mountain is safer.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
He's driving a older Dodge pickup,
Hmm.
and he told me he comes out here and offers water
Uh-huh.
to people,
Mm-hmm.
but I would stay away from him.
Not long after, Johnny returned with a chilling warning. He said someone was watching Alyssa from a nearby hill. She thanked him, but the uneasy knot in her stomach only tightened. Many viewers later suggested he made the whole thing up to earn her trust. One commenter pointed out the subtle manipulation, saying the scariest part was how he tried to lure her closer by telling her to look toward the truck he claimed to see. Alyssa stayed inside her van, recording everything just in case. When their conversation faded out, she assumed he'd finally leave. Instead, what he did next left even her viewers disturbed.
That's really sucks. It was really nice out here, but... well, at least I got to put my laundry away. It's always easier to do housekeeping out in the open rather than in the city somewhere. So just finishing up my laundry and then I'll probably have to leave, but that's okay. Do you need anything?
No.
Okay.
No.
Johnny stood there, silently staring at her. Long enough that many people watching her scary videos said it looked like he was deciding whether to attack. Terrified, Alyssa packed up immediately and left the campsite behind. Even now, the memory of that night, a real-life scary story that proves sometimes camping goes wrong because of the people you meet, still sends chills through her.